Hey, welcome to Midnight Customs. I'm Brandon, and today I'm going to show you how to do your own DIY mag drill stand. I'll show you what we're working with. So we need to incorporate the vise and the mag drill. So what we're going to do is I got a line drawn here. We're going to cut this out. This line is proportionate to the length of the vise, and I left extra room because these cutouts over here are going to stand up, and then we're going to weld a plate to the top of these two stands on this, and then that is going to sit, the magnet is going to sit. So we're going to put it like this. Basically, but I need room on either side. So as you can see, butt it up, you can only drill to right there, which is going to get right into your vise. So what I want is to put the uprights on either side. That way this is elevated and I can slide this further under, and then we'll drill some holes to mount this down. That way everything's right there. You know, in case you don't want to lug this thing around, you just got a small piece you're trying to work on. So what we're going to do is cut 8 inches long and 3 inches tall. So get this camera set up and I'll show you. All right, now we're going to see if I drilled this correctly. Here's a piece of 1/2-13 all thread. Nope. Got to go one size bigger. All right, so we got our 2 side plates cut, and luckily this piece was big enough, the right size, that I actually didn't have to cut this one. So I literally cut these 2 off of that. And so what we're going to do is set it down like so. And lucky for us, we don't have to bevel, because the way this shape works out is, come on in here, take a look. We've got a real nice groove. Well, I'll have to shim that. The table's crooked, but we got a nice groove. The weld will sit right in there. And it's spaced out perfectly, so we can do this And I've got my holes in there, which I need to do a larger core. Let's see, 13 by 30, just so I can get this down in there. But we're just using this so I can get my spacings correct here and here, so we can get this thing welded together. We're not going to weld it to this plate yet. We're just going to get that made, and then we'll take some more measurements and double check everything, and then we'll cut this plate in accordingly for this. And make sure you wear your PPE. Just be smart. Getting hurt's not worth it, not for nothing. All right, we're using the arccaptain MiG 200. We're running 030 wire with gas. What we're doing is getting a couple of tacks in just to hold the stuff together, yeah. That kind of got away from me. Not a big deal. Just needs to work. It don't need to be pretty. I think we reached the duty cycle. Well, I'm going to be honest with you folks. I have to say that is probably the best progress I've made at stacking dimes ever. Other than, you can see I held it too long, moved too slow in a few spots. But that's alright. Because a grinder and paint make you the welder you ain't. So, also, I didn't do my due diligence and grind off the mill scale. Probably a good idea to do that, yeah. So anyway, it's getting late. I had a long day at work today, and I got another early start tomorrow. So we're gonna finish this video up tomorrow.